These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Ja.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Hallo? Okay. Und jetzt? The end is never, the end is never. Entschuldigung. Fand ich aber schon cool. Außer, dass der so viel redet, da kann ich gar nichts sagen.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Wie? Was für einen Platz soll ich mir denn suchen? Ich will mir gar keinen suchen. Okay, dann gehen wir jetzt mal da lang. Ja. Danke. Ja, ich gehe in den Konferenzraum. Ja, da ist niemand. Und jetzt gehe ich zu meinem Boss.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping
Jetzt gehe ich
coming to a
hoch.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Jetzt gehe ich hier rein. Darf ich jetzt aufs Klo? Oder aufs Klo? Was? Oh, ich darf aufs Klo. Aha. Ich habe kein Spiegelbild. Hallo. Gut, dann halt nicht. Wo bin ich denn hier? Ich bin nach oben. Wo bin ich jetzt? Dann gehe ich halt nach unten. Fahrstuhlmusik, komm schon. Der Sprecher redet. Oder singt. Kommen wir auch irgendwann an? Hilfe, ich will hier raus. ist das denn? Was ist das? Also ich darf nirgendwo hinfahren. Wenn mir das Spiel das damit sagen, dann gehe ich nochmal zu meinem Chef. Hallo, Chef!
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Nein? Geld Surprise. Ja, hier. Ich will aber... So, 2. 8, 4... Nein! 2... 8... Na, Alter, willst du mich verarschen jetzt? 2... 8... 2... 8... Okay. 2. Wie habe ich das vorher hingekriegt? 2, 8. Das kann es ja wohl jetzt nicht sein. Also 2, 8. 4. 2, 8. 4. Alter, willst du mich verarschen? 2, 8, 4, 5. Das hast du mit Absicht gemacht. So. Dann gehen wir jetzt runter. Das haben wir noch nie gemacht. Oh mein Gott, das ist ja ein Aufzug. Krass. Ich glaube, da kommt jetzt ein Ladebildschirm. Oh mein Gott, den haben wir noch nie gesehen. Und der lädt. Okay, dann gehen wir jetzt in den Raum und drücken auf Aus.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Aber jetzt mal ein bisschen hopflott, ja. Du hast ja ganz schön viel gelabert.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ich habe die Kraft, um zu sagen, aus mit der Maschine. Achso, vielleicht sollte ich hier drauf drücken. Ja,
Now the
wow.
monitors jumped to
Kamera
life,
an.
their true nature revealed. Each
Action.
bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Das ist schon Freiheit.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Quatsch, wie kommst du auf sowas?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Never.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Nein, Quatsch. Stanley ist der Schlauste.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
Tata.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? He had won. He had
Yay!
defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Was für eine Tür?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh. Langweilig. Errungenschaft freigeschaltet. Beat the game. Aber eine Sache will ich auf jeden Fall noch machen. Oh. Ich mach sie alle aus. Hey! Die gehen wieder an. Nein, ihr müsst ausbleiben. Nein. Und wie kann ich dem helfen, wieder entfliehen? Ich will hier raus. Wie komme ich hier wieder raus? Muss ich wirklich restarten? Diese Musik geht mir auch überhaupt nicht auf die Eierstöcke oder so. Pff. Restarte ich halt. Nein, 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 ich push den Button nie wieder.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Hä? Was darf ich denn jetzt machen? Gibt's was Cooles Neues?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Große Liebe.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nö. Ich muss noch ans Telefon gehen, sorry.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Und ich will da nochmal... Das ist eine Tür.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Eigentlich eher sehr blöd, weil ich es schon wieder nicht geschafft habe. Einen letzter Versuch. Und wenn ich es dann nicht schaffe, dann lasse ich es.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his coworkers.
Nein.
He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself. What a room, what a room, what a room. This is what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room. Va-va-voom. What a room.
Va-va-voom. Ja. Der Erzähler ist ein bisschen kaputt.
Back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nein.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Da kann man durchgehen.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Das hat nichts mit dir zu tun.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. This... What? Really? But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Es ist also machbar. Also, dann, Entschuldigung, ich muss es nochmal probieren. Einfach noch ein bisschen früher. Hä? Was soll denn das?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Richtig.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ausnahmsweise nicht.
It was okay.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nein.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Genau.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.